Forgot that I had deleted the hard drive on this one.
Right.
Well, that's going to be the start of one of the streams for sure. I was going to see if the volume worked on in the TV right now. Oh, it's because it's the wrong one. This one. We don't need it that fucking loud. I didn't bring too many beers up yet.
I got some more.
I also have that big ass fucking black bottle one too. We can split. It's in the fridge upstairs here. Even.
You can't drink too much of those.
No, they're good.
They're good, but I
You
can
don't
see after like maybe 4.
Yeah. That's where I was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was like, these are pretty good. Then I got like 3 or 4, and I was like, nah, dog.
Not anymore.
Well, we're back on the patio. It's pretty nice out today. It's really nice today, actually. So the last couple days have been fucking hot as ball sack. I'm going to close this door. Bow, bow, bow. See how shitty this couch is with this camera. It's kind of nice.
Put your load on me.
We should close.
Fill me up with your load.
Yeah, I figure we drink these two and then
Yep.
split that bad boy.
And I brought this case of nice beer that we haven't drank that Eric bought us like months ago.
It wasn't that long ago, but close.
Probably pretty close to a couple months.
I mean, it doesn't go bad in like a couple months.
No, it's not gonna go bad, but
I bought that longer.
let's put it in the fridge.
Like,
So it doesn't fucking matter,
but this one was expensive, so hopefully it's good.
room for activities.
You made it.
I was kind of depressed how short that was.
Yeah, I was like, because it
That
was
was
like
a lot of noise for 3 feet away.
With the lighting out here with this camera, dude.
It's garbage. It's trash. Oh, that's good.
Turn the lights on here in a little bit when it comes down a little bit. Figure we could hang out for a couple hours and then.
Yes. Go get hammered.
Yeah.
I don't have to be anywhere.
Nice.
Like she works from like 8 to noon. So as long as I'm home by noon.
The allergy's been like eating me alive today.
Yeah, I went and on the way home I picked up a little portable AC machine. So we've had all our windows open with the fans on to circulate air because my mom doesn't believe in AC.
Which is crazy that she had that house built without AC.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
And she's used to it. I've never had AC in a house
Right, but that's really wild. You built a house like a couple years ago
with no AC.
with no AC.
Especially when you figure the math, maybe like $6,000
Right.
over your 30-year home.
I didn't even know they offered it without AC now.
They
Like,
probably don't. She probably broke someone's arm like, I don't want it.
yeah, I was like, when you told me there was no AC in the house, I was like, what?
$13 a month or whatever the fuck it would come out to be.
Well, I mean, AC is a huge power bill, but like it's one of those things you don't have to run it all the time.
No, just when it's hot.
Like when it's hot, like.
And we run it at night because the room is just way too hot.
I mean,
for the most of the day, we just like when the sun starts to come up, we go through the house, shut all the windows, draw the blinds and whatever.
Yeah.
And it stays pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because we're usually not even home during the day. And when we get home, we sit in that for a little bit, and then when the sun starts to go back down, usually open up the windows back up, get the breeze. But now we'll have that. It's just for our room. It's not for the whole house.
Right.
Obviously. But let's see, 30 times 12 is 360 months. So say it is $6,000. It's an extra $17 a month. Well, plus like electricity and stuff, but however much it is, like get it installed, however much that option is.
Right.
Like, it's not a lot. Maybe max of 20. I don't know how much AC costs anymore, but like.
But yeah, it's like $10 a month or whatever, if that. Because you're gonna spread over 30 years or whatever in a home loan. If she did, 30, she probably did 15, but.
I have no idea.
But yeah, it's one of those. The cost does not change. It does not matter. No. Really. And again, you run it every once in a while. Unless you have like the big fuck like that motherfucker. That thing is a building size. That should have like 10,000 open square feet. That's what that fucking thing is for.
Plus, I mean, yes, it's commercial, but it's also old. Like even relatively, even like newer ones that size are probably way more efficient.
That was put only 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm sure those have come a long way in 10 years.
I'm sure they have too. You might look into like heat pumps. That's what Dan did in his garage. So like they're like
the first time I've been in Dan's garage today. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
I was at Dan's house.
That's all right, no problem.
So this morning I leave for work. I noticed I've got a flat, and I found a screw in my tire. I still had air in it, so I hobbled it down to the gas station, like 3 or so miles away. There's an O'Reilly's right next to it, so I bought the little tire plug fucking things. Get that, so I'm just sitting in the ground in the fucking gas station parking lot next to the air pump, just trying to fucking get this plug in the damn tire. So I get that all situated, and then I get home and realize that I passed my mom's car, and she's got a fucking flat. She's got a screw in her tire, too.
That's what's brutal about like a new housing development area. There's always like
debris and shit from construction.
Falls off the truck, or wind comes up and takes the fucking paper and yeets it out in the street.
Yeah, so it was flat. Like mine had air in it still, only like 8 psi, but enough to keep the rim off the tire. Hers was flat. So I jack it up, get my tools, get the tire off, and I plug it. But before that, I was like, "Can you text Amanda, see if she's home, and if I can use her air compressor?" I was like, Dan's gotta have one. I can't imagine he doesn't. He's got a fucking lift. He's got an air compressor.
It's dope in there. They did a good job on that.
I like the brick they did, and the wall, and the wood in the back. That's badass.
With the big ass toolbox in the back. It's fucking rad.
It's dope. That's a nice little home lift too.
Yeah, it was like. I mean, it's only like it's light duty, but for him, it's perfect.
I don't know. I'd probably lift his truck if he really needed to, but
it'd be tight in the garage scenario.
Well, you have to lift like 3 feet and then you maxed out. But
right. Well, I mean, the thing is, if you need to do brakes, he's got the jacks on it too.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
the little pneumatic jack in the middle.
So you can pick it.
It's enough to do what you need to do.
Right. And especially for him with the with the Hondas, like it works perfect for that. Like
he can go high because they're all low profile.
Right.
Cars. But then I guess I was talking to Amanda. I was like, "Did he ever figure out the transmission issue? Did you hear?"
Yeah. Well, he better because he's leaving tomorrow.
He's already gone.
Oh, he's gone now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
but did you hear
races tomorrow. Like, yeah. So like he pulled the half shaft out and it wouldn't put it in. He didn't tell me like what the problem actually was.
So he had, I guess, another friend come over to like help him look at it. Fucking slid right in, no problem.
I'm sure he was pissed.
Probably. Like
I'm
it's
sure.
Good.
Right.
Nothing's broken.
I'm sure
he sat
was
there fucking combed through the teeth to see what was going on.
Pissed.
Turn this down. Yeah, he just right in.
I'm sure he was.
Yeah, they're already on their way down. So I think
because he's in Kansas. He's the first race.
I thought they were going west.
I'm going east.
Oh,
so it starts in Kansas, and then I believe it goes to Pueblo, Bandimere, and then Nebraska, and then back to Kansas for the last race.
Okay. There was
So yeah, he towed his car out there, but they had to drive the whole time. So.
Yeah. So there was well, I couldn't remember exactly which house. Like I knew what street it was. Like, is it that house or that house? And the one house had the garage open. I was like, I knew he's had a lift, so it's not that one. But I didn't know he was in the Air Force for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I see this. I've never seen his Ram before.
Oh.
It's like a Ram with like those plates. Like I don't know. But then I look up in the window, and Amanda's got her rainbow human flag up. I was like, this has to be their house. So I just went to knock on it. There's no way she doesn't answer, and she did. And I was like, thank God you put that flag up there, else I wouldn't have known this was your house.
Yeah, Dan was in the Air Force. I mean, you gotta remember, Dan's quite a bit older,
Right? Yeah.
than like he puts on. Like he's 41, I think.
Yeah, she told me he got into it like right before 9/11.
Yeah.
Into the reserves, then after that went active for a little bit or whatever.
I mean, he was more like, like since he's blind, like we are, or like I am, not like you. You probably could have went through with it with your blindness.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Yeah, but so he was like more like intelligence based, not actual like feet on the ground.
Air Force race car division.
The race car division.
He was in the Air Force pit crew team. So yearly they get together, Army, Navy, and fucking Air Force all drag race. He's the tech.
I mean, they sponsor, high end stuff, but I don't think they have like a grassroots. Like they have grassroots like gamers. I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah, they have like fucking like a Twitch stream and like they like have like fucking like U.S. Army's like really big on it, where they have like an esports team. Yeah, Stone Mountain plays with them sometimes.
Interesting.
I mean, it literally is the best thing for hand-eye coordination. Again, I'm way more hand-eye coordinated than any previous generation of 35-year-old. Like, without question.
Yeah.
Because, like, you think of, like, when our parents were, like, 35, what were they doing? That would be hand-eye coordination based.
Having me. There's a little bit of hand-eye coordination in there.
My dad had all of his kids before he turned 35. Amanda was the last one at 31. My dad. And then I was at 26. My mom, obviously. My mom might have had all her kids before 35 too, now that I think about it. It's been close. I think 30. As low as 18, and she's 53. So she would have been 35.
Yeah.
Or she was just shy of 35.
Yeah.
And I still don't want to have children at 35.
Your window's closing, man. Your eggs are drying up.
There was Paul's neighbor growing up. He was like, we were like late teens, early 20s. I think he was like 95 or something and had a kid.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It never goes away for us. We can have kids forever.
Still, it's
aggressive for sure.
I'm sure you can, but how likely the sperm count cannot be that high at 95.
Again, it just doesn't go away. Like, unfortunately for women, like, they do have more of a clock.
Mm-hmm.
Like, technically geriatric pregnancy is my age currently.
Correct.
So, like, 30 to 35 is where it starts. Like, we're like, you might have problems.
Yeah, I mean, we also do nothing. We shoot a seed and wait 9 months.
Right. We don't have to, our bodies don't change at all.
Yeah, we don't have to go through a crazy, traumatic experience and all this other shit. We just,
We provide half of the fucking DNA, and that's about the end of it.
Technically more than half. I think it's like 51%. Because we have the gender differentiating gene.
That's fair. So, just
seriously, barely over half, but if there was ever a competition, we technically give more.
Technically.
Statistically.
It's not even hot.
I know, I'm just new at this. Dude, I'm gonna have to get some allergy meds. Start doing this back out on the porch again. Fuck, my eyes are already starting to feel it.
Well, I blew the fucking couch out too, and that was. I was like earlier. I was like, it was gnarly. It was fucking like, god damn it, I can't even breathe. Because the couch, like out here, was like these guys have been hanging out. Like there was just trash and all sorts of shit out here. So I had to like clean everything up first before we could do anything.
Dude, I had a bad one a couple days ago in my left eye. Fucking piece of cotton. It's like at one of the shops I'm at. There's like a whole fucking row of those fucking cottony trees. So it's just, it looks like it's snowing. It's like fuck. I was like, at least I got glasses to kind of help, but one just goes whoop and like right into my eye. I'm like fuck. Right?
I'm lucky that I'm not like super like my allergies don't bother me out with the cottonwood stuff, but the hay fever and stuff around here, which is pretty prevalent in Colorado.
Well, dude, the pollen's been aggressive this year.
Fuck yeah, it has.
Like,
my car is like disgusting.
Yeah, it's just covered in a layer of green shit.
Yeah. Well, I went to.
Remember that TikTok I showed you of that spruce tree they cut down when it hit the ground, just like that green pollen.
Just fucking everywhere.
Can you imagine just not knowing and being standing right there and just getting covered in that? That could probably kill a certain person.
Me, maybe. I get bad sometimes.
That's why I had to get the AC thing, dude. My
last
2 days I've been waking up and my left eye's almost like swollen shut, and it feels like I've been like I got like weld burn on my eyes.
Yeah, no, it's
wake up.
And there's those days where like I just don't want to do fucking anything. Like you just don't want to do anything at all sometimes when it's happening, because it's
no. I don't leave my house till 9 because I was like, dude, my eyes fucking hurt. I don't want to do anything right now.
Yeah, it makes you feel like terrible, and it's like I'm pretty sure that was like the summer cold thing that our old people used to talk about. Oh, you got a summer cold? Like, no, you got fucking allergy, you idiot.
The summer cold. You got those summer cold and them winter hot flashes.
Yeah, apparently. Fuck. I just remember when I came out here today, I don't think I took that trash bag out of the fire pit. I was like thinking about it, I was like, I don't think I ever did that. I'm sure it's fucking gross.
Oh yeah, that's disgusting, dude. Time to throw that fire pit away. Get a new one.
Or just open the top and just light it on fire and let it burn.
Oh, it'd be even worse.
Well, it smokes that way. The neighbors can deal with it.
It will be that way until you light the fire, and all of a sudden this wind will pick up and push it all right here. It will follow you wherever you go. That's how that kind of dumb shit works.
Nah, maybe we'll see. I'm undecided. I mean, there's probably plastic and all sorts of shit in that thing too. From when you lit it on fire, shit was so fucking funny.
Fire! Fire! Forgot to look at the internet the other day. I gotta start doing the whole moving process with Xfinity. Cause yeah, that last night that sucked. She started working on the Peloton. I had over a second of fucking latency.
Yeah.
Dude, I was stuck when we landed at fucking, what's that tall building out by the one we go to a lot where we get fucked up like 4
Nova 6 or we were at the other one, weren't we? We were at Chemical.
I couldn't get out. Like I jump out a window and start running, and then just snap right back in the building. Like,
well, that was better than that rando that we had that died in the gas.
Dude, he was so when he got in the car and came back, and he made it out of the zone with like no health left. Like, dude, you're a quarter of a shot. Right now.
Yeah, you're a. If enemy ran past you, you die.
Yeah, I hope Battlefield 2042 is amazing.
It looks fucking good.
It looks great, and I want everybody to switch to that and play that, and all the hackers can stay in Warzone and keep doing their bullshit.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty excited even for this next update for Black Ops with Hijacked. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite map of all time from Call of Duty, period. Like, there's no other one.
I've been having more fun since I switched up my play style a little bit. All my classes were set up for kind of like, not necessarily camping, but like laying low and picking people off. Like I had heartbeat sensor with ghost and cold blooded. Like the goal is to not be seen, but to be able to see other people. Where now I run stuns and either throwing knives and semtexes, and then the quick fix and fucking
high alert. The high alert's great just because, like, especially when we're playing like quads and stuff where we're running around a lot more, because then you can see when somebody's looking at you. It's really nice in like solos. I think heartbeats. I mean, I think Ghost might be a little bit better in duos, just because like there's not so much open warfare kind of scenario, but there are people that are hunting and things like that. I don't know. I've been running that shotgun AK build, and that AK is disgusting.
Yeah.
So
I've been running just some sort of mid build AK, and then I switched from the shotgun to the LC10, just because where I'd have like a mid and a super close, but not like a short range, which would kind of fuck me sometimes. Where there's a guy 15 feet away, too far up the shotgun to do any real damage, but you're up 3 times. He's right, like you're so fucking zoomed in. So, and dude, that foul that I was playing with, that setup, if you hit your shots, it's a 2-shot.
Yeah, it's just you can't get any range out of that. It's mid range and shorter only.
Yeah, it's not stupid. Like I kind of wish the DMR was broken again.
But then everybody be running it.
Then that's fine. Because I still loved it when everybody was running it.
No, thank you, dude. That was.
Dude, I had
the problem is like what I like right now is that we keep getting right now sucks because we keep getting these fucking. I'm pretty sure the cheater lobbies are bad because it's like, man, how did you fucking know that I'm here? Kind of situation where it's like I'm moving around and then it's usually like bam back to me and I'm like, no, like I wasn't close enough you could hear me or anything. The cheater lobby scenario is just fucking rough, and it's that time. It's always at the beginning and the end of the season, and then anytime there's like a big patch in the middle season, also right then.
Well, even in the middle, like we get in our first game, maybe even like first game warm up, second game great game, get a dub, and then you can go fuck yourself for the rest of the night.
Right. Well, it's one of those things too. Is like we're like, since I'm in that upper echelon already, like trying to like pull when it's especially just like you and me, and then we're facing like the average of the lobby is a little higher than your average. Mm-hmm. So it's like now we're facing a shit ton of like difficult people and above where I am at. Yeah. Like I'm good, but I'm not like extremely good anymore. And so it's like one of those like we're like right fucking at that point. So when we're together, we'll get that win, and then it's like, oh, we're gonna push you to the higher shit. Yeah. Whereas like I know like when we pull like Teddy in, or like when Bacon was playing a whole bunch, that was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Because then it was like, oh, I am OP as fuck right now.
It's like, damn, this is what a bot lobby feels like.
Now the thing is, again, we play in the most difficult time frame to play in the United States.
Right. It's not like we're playing middle of the day.
Middle of the day, like, is kind of fucking awesome, to be honest. Like, it's better in the morning. At 6 or 7 in the morning, like, I'll hop into a multiplayer lobby and, like, mow. I'll be, like, 55, 60 to, like, 5 deaths.
Jesus Christ.
It's nasty. Like...
Well, stop doing that, because that's why you're in your ELO all fucked up.
Well, yeah, but it's I don't do that very often. But I've done it, in the past. And, like, Warzone lobbies are still, like... Again, like, it feels pretty easy, and then every once in a while you get one where, like, people are just, like, fucking, like, super dumb. And I'm like, damn. And then, but I also have to remember, like, you watch, like, some streamers, and, like, when you actually watch a stream and not just the videos, because the videos show, like, the bot lobbies where they're getting, like, 20, 30 kills.
Highlight reels.
Yeah. And then, but, like, you watch, like, I was watching, I think it was Dr. Disrespect, and he plays with Z-Laner, and Z-Laner is a fucking machine. He has to have, like, ESP in his brain or something because he's a beast. Because he's doing like they were playing like yesterday before the tournament duos, and he had like almost 50 kills. But like Doc was just getting, he was playing with Dr. Disrespect, and he was getting his fucking cheeks clapped. He was just like, it was bad.
Bad day.
He was just, it was, and it's kind of like you forget that like they also have those matches a lot, but it's their job also to like be entertaining. So like for like those angry streamers again, like Nick Merckx and Tim the Tab and all that, like it's very entertaining when they're getting their shit fucking kicked.
I saw a funny there was TikTok about, I don't know if you ever seen the clips where Nick Merckx talks about beating up a moose.
Yes, I did see that one where somebody like made the T-shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love that.
It's so funny. It's like, dude, I could beat the shit out of a full-grown moose. It's like, what is it? All neck? I'll just grab that thing. Just, He's going around and fucking Courage is like, yeah, the heaviest moose ever recorded was 1,800 pounds. It's like, oh, maybe not a fully grown moose. How about a baby donkey?
You're still not beating it up.
It's just so funny. He's like, dead ass, I could fucking kill a full-grown moose.
It also shows you like how kind of stupid people are.
Right.
Because they're like, there's some part of him that fully believes that, and
until he heard that it
right.
Like, a moose can weigh 1,800 pounds.
I appreciate the like confidence, because like Nick Merckx is a little on the arrogant side, but it's generally like okay, like,
yeah.
But like yeah, like when they do like the like who's smarter than who like challenges, like you're like, damn dude, like you guys need to go back to elementary school.
It's like, what was it? They were talking about the capital. What's the district
Washington,
the District
DC.
of Columbia? He's like, Nick, where's the District of Columbia? He's like, fucking Canada, dipshit.
Well, Tim thought it was fucking Columbia.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys.
At least there's like logic to that.
Right.
Like, Canada.
No.
I understand why anybody would, like, if not knowing, would think Columbia. Because it's the District of Columbia.
Right. I guess that, like...
I can see how you got there, but what the fuck, Canada?
Right. Like, I don't know. Some of their shit, it just cracks me up.
So
I'm going to go grab a couple glasses here so I can split the beer.
What's up? Is that Eben I saw chime in there for a second? I didn't hear the TTS, but I see half a name. Oi! What's up, Eben? What's up, buddy? And I finally got all the, I saw it actually working.
Oi, in the middle of time.
My auto hosting.
Oh, yeah?
It's finally up and working.
Nice. Nice.
That's cute.
Came with a wallet. It's $3.99. It works. I'll ever have to find one.
Like
Yeah, I'm not. As much money as I put in these goddamn teeth, no
They
fucking
should be able
way.
to bite through fucking
You're not wrong. They should be, but
steel
that's
beams.
not how that fucking works. Yeah, some ASMR right there.
You hate ASMR.
I do, but maybe somebody listening that likes it.
I finally saw like a ASMR channel come across my TikTok feed the other day.
Yeah.
He just had his mic turned up way loud and he's just whispering in it. You know, these like weird little fucking noises. No.
Hello. How's it going? Sure. What do you got? Do I have a what? A spare bowl? Yes, I do. Well, that's dumb. Sure, yeah. I have a couple. So. Okay. Alright. Alright, sounds good. Bye. Maybe the settings aren't there for the TTS. TTS.
For the TTs.
Notifications. Click it. Why is this window so huge? How am I gonna fucking hit enter?
What?
Hold on.
Let me hit enter.
Like the apply. Is there no
apply? It's just a...
All right. We'll see if it works here. Okay, it's on, so we're good.
Wait, you can change the voice?
Yeah, there's like a couple of them, and it's not any good.
Should be real dumb.
Just super dumb. What's up, Teddy? All right, let's try this dark ass brown ale for sure.
Hold on. This is what a sour with raspberries. Yeah, barrel-aged sour brown ale with raspberries.
It's pretty good. Yeah, but it might be a
Oh my god.
unfiltered beer scenario.
Am I bad?
No, I think it's an unfiltered beer scenario.
I think I'm bad.
It doesn't taste bad, so I don't care.
I like unfiltered beer. Pretty good.
Generally, I like unfiltered beer. Kind of depends. A
nice hot pot of beer in the morning. I just load up the coffee maker with some Bud Light before I go to bed. Just let it heat up.
Ugh.
Man,
I don't know about that.
what a way to start your day.
It's gonna wake you up for sure.
Never tried it. Sounds awful.
It does sound awful.
Hot Bud Light, 6 in the morning.
It's like when you leave the can in your car, like when you're camping.
Yep, that gets skunky.
Yeah. I don't know what it would be like if you fucking put it in a fucking coffee pot.
Hot. Get your hot beer.
I was just thinking, like, if you, like, you know, like, you go to, like, a sporting event and, like, you just, like, have, like, a hot beer afterwards. I've done that. Like, it's gross.
Yeah, that's gross. Wouldn't that be weird? Someone made a beer that was designed to be not like drinking warm, like hot, like tea, but it's beer.
I mean, it's not like that much everything like a hot toddy scenario, I guess.
That's for me. It'd be mainly like one, it's hot. Two, it's also carbonated. That would be kind
Well, the carbonation would go away.
Figure it out. Like that's what would be weird for me. Like a hot carbonated drink.
Like you have like a Soda Stream, like kind of scenario where you can like make it fizzy after it's hot.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking weird.
That would be weird.
I don't think I want that either.
No, but I think we should maybe try it.
I mean, I'd be down to try it.
Just take some Bud, heat it up, and pour it in the Soda Stream. Recarbonate it.
Recarbonated beer also doesn't sound great.
There's one guy, he's funny as shit. That's been his series on TikTok lately. Is what does he call it? Can't remember, something about fizz, but he takes weird things, whatever the chat comments, and he puts it through the Soda Stream and then he chugs it. I think he's done like hot sauce. It's like Frank, something crazy.
Okay.
He did mayo. He carbonated mayo.
I think a carbonated mayo thing would be kind of cool, like on a sandwich.
I think
like,
that was his worst one. He fucking
I don't know if I'd drink it, but like.
No, he puts it in the bottle.
Yeah.
Carbonates it and then just slams it.
So like that would be.
Disgusting.
Just drinking mayo.
In general.
No.
Now it's carbonated.
Like.
In a sandwich, it would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, like you just have like a fluff. It's kind of like if you whipped mayo.
And then threw Pop Rocks in it. Mayo flavored Pop Rocks. What a flavor. Get on it, Pop Rocks. Mayo flavored Pop
Mayo
Rocks.
favorite. Ugh.
Start doing the thing that Lay's does with like the flavor competitions. They haven't done one in a while, I guess, when they like release those like 3 different flavors and then the one that gets
Mayo
the most votes
flavored
stays.
chips. I think I could do mayo flavored chips.
Probably. It wouldn't be any different than like there's the horseradish ones.
Yeah.
The salt and vinegar type of thing. It probably wouldn't be that bad.
Like you wouldn't want like an overpowering mayo, like it's only like mayo.
Just they took mayo, pressed the mayo into a fucking chip.
Fried it.
Oh my, that would be disgusting.
Fried mayo.
Well,
fried mayo wouldn't be hard to make.
Fried mayo balls.
It'd be kind of funny. Mayo's like it depends on the mayo too. Like, you know, like you wouldn't want to get like a really like
best foods, man.
Yeah, that'd probably be all right.
Best
But
foods.
like you know, like you get this like really stanky fucking mayos. They're like really like.
Some weird fucking hipster mayo from Korea.
Which is funny because mayo is literally just whipped eggs.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Definitely burned my tongue on that fucking sausage that I ate.
Fried mayo balls. Make them look like tater tots.
It's just little bite-sized fried mayo balls.
Oh, dude. It'd be a funny thing like the
They
whole...
probably wouldn't be that bad, though.
Like the caramel dipped onion thing.
Yeah.
You get a tray of apples, but one's an onion, and whoever's the unlucky fuck picks the onion.
So you have a bunch of, like, fucking tater tots
I've
and
always...
balls of mayo on.
Yeah.
Except it'd be way heavier. Way heavy.
That would be way heavy.
I mean, the reason why I don't think it'd be that bad, because I think what would happen, especially if you made it that small, is basically be like frying an egg.
It's, yeah.
So, like, it would, like, turn into, like, that, like, scenario, which wouldn't be that bad, actually.
Yeah, you would just need, like, a giant, like, icing bag full of mayo and just, like, putting drops into this fryer.
I mean...
Yeah, especially if you, like, take... I mean, mayo's already whipped eggs, but if you take the mayo and re-whip it, make it, like, really fluffy before you put it in there so it's coming out almost like foam, they probably wouldn't be that heavy once they're fried.
It's true. I actually think this wouldn't be that bad of a fucking food. Just, like, off the top of my head, I don't think it would be that bad.
It could definitely be worse.
I was just thinking, like, if you had, like, a big old ball, and it's just, like, a lot of, like, mayo.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, that's what I think it'd be fucking gross. That's what I'm thinking, like, of, like, ugh. So you have, like, a big old, like, cheese balls.
Yeah.
And then you just have, like, a fried mayo, like... So, like, again, like, I think the little ones, it would cook it all the way through, and then it wouldn't be so bad. Plus, like, that amount to, like, the fry on the outside, you know, like, the material on the outside, it wouldn't be that bad.
Right.
So, like, I think the smaller ones would probably be better than the bigger ones. But it's kind of like, who knows until you try it kind of situation.
Yeah. You just take tater tots, fry them.
Inject them. Mayo?
Yeah, you inject them, you fry them, you roll them in mayo, then you fry them again.
With twice fried mayo? Again, I don't think that would be that bad.
Probably wouldn't. Compared to, like, other things you can make that are disgusting.
I don't think it would be, like, the worst thing on the planet, for sure.
It wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't be bad. It'd be palatable. You could get it down.
We would toss some, like, sour cream and onion dip, like, mix in there. Make, like, a sour cream and onion style, like, you know, like, so it's like onion, basically powder, and then you mix it up there, like, in that way instead of that.
Yeah.
And then fry it.
That'd be good.
I think that'd be pretty good.
And then dust them in, like, a sour cream seasoning, like a sour cream and chive powder.
Or like a, hear me out. It's not something like, dust them in fucking lemon pepper.
I'll eat anything if you dust it in lemon pepper. Holy shit, is that a turd? Oh, I need some lemon pepper, man. That's
Dude,
all.
some lemon pepper fucking mayo balls, bro. We might have found something that might be like,
Bomb.
yeah.
Get a food truck where every ingredient for every single meal somehow incorporates fried mayo and lemon pepper. It could take off.
Well, it could. The problem is getting people to try it.
Just get some hot bitch and pass out free fucking mayo balls. We'll book a night at Tony's on Wednesdays where it's not booze. They're repping the fucking mayo balls. That'd be kind of funny.
It'd be funny. Disco night. It was actually pretty dope to have the music like that.
That was cool.
Something totally different. I like how the Fireball reps were like, we understand that you don't want any more shit. I was like, I don't want any trinkets or anything.
They looked kind of offended when I made my comment about the sweatbands.
Oh.
I was like, I want them because they're stupid. And they're like, I was like, they are.
I just think they were confused.
No one's gonna fucking want these. No one wears sweatbands anymore.
Well, bartenders.
It's bartenders.
You toss your fucking...
But you're on the wrong side of the bar. Go talk to them. Normal people don't wear sweatbands.
Their bartender shit, like, at least it used to be fucking great. They used to, like, come in, like, and give you, like, a fucking, like, a rocks cup and a fucking, like, all sorts of, like, shot glasses and shit.
That's dope. Well, they always walk around with the shirts. It's like, dude, fuck, man. Like, none of your shirts will ever fit me. Ever.
Well, they only had fucking women's shirts, too.
Right, but even when they have guy shirts, like... Just for a guy my size, shirts don't work.
They don't bring a lot of, like, well, yeah, you're long.
Yeah. No one makes tall stuff, especially not that kind of swag.
Right.
It's never a tall size.
$3.99.
Yeah.
But I like how it reminded us of Cold Spell. How gross that shit was.
Dude. Some intense mint whiskey.
Like, I love me some mint.
But mint whiskey?
Right, like, it tastes... The mint in that was like... So, I was at the dentist today. And I got, like, the fucking irrigation done.
Yes.
In the mouth. And that shit is, like, maximum minty. It was like that plus, like, shitty whiskey. That's how I...
It wasn't great.
No.
Like, free shot? Sure, why not?
Buy?
I will
No
never
way.
pay for it. Ever.
No
I don't
way.
care how fucking cheap it is. It's not worth it.
If you give me a bottle for free, down.
Yeah.
But not paying for it.
No.
Maybe a $5 for $7.50.
No.
I mean, it's not much more than that. I might go buy that one that was in Loveland.
Yeah. Why?
Just because it'd be funny. So we can hate our life for a
You
minute.
just set it next to the soju and we can just look at it every week. The soju, the Cold Spell, and the Colorado Fire can have their own little shelf.
Scotty D started drinking that this weekend, apparently.
I saw that.
It's like half gone.
It's just gross,
It's
man.
not good.
No.
The problem is, like, a lot of, like, smaller distillery whiskey is, like, they don't age it long enough. So it just tastes like...
It's not only does it... Yeah, it hasn't had time to, like, age and taste good. And on top of that, it's still just strong as fuck, like a bad strong.
Right.
Like, you have all the harsh alcohols that are still inside the bottle. But when you compare that to some 50-year-old Seagram's Crown...
That shit was pretty...
Shit was fucking bomb, dude.
Good. Dangerous as shit, for sure.
Yeah, it was
definitely
the smoothest Crown I've ever had. Ever, which obviously it's been sitting for 50 years, so it's gonna be. But dude, that was smooth. Smooth.
Tasted good, too. Just... Because, again, I'm not a Crown person, but you throw in some Vegas Bomb, though.
That's alright. I mean, we got that bottle of Crown, and the other day I went and got like a soda and did like a whiskey Coke. Other than that, like
Crown's okay for whiskey Cokes. I think Jack is probably like a little bit better. You know what's really good?
I like the Crown with like a vanilla soda is good.
Fair. You know what's really good is to take Jameson and do a Jameson Coke.
Oh yeah.
And then put fucking pomegranate syrup on top.
I
Or
can see
grenadine
that.
on top,
Yeah,
one of the two.
Grenadine,
Just a
probably.
little bit, just a couple tablespoons, teaspoons, not tablespoons. That'd be a lot.
Just a couple of quarter cups.
Half the bottle. That was like when I was bartending, like that would be like if I'm gonna have something good, like right with my meal, like before my shift real starts, like yeah, let's get you liquored up here. That shit was bomb.
Yeah.
Fucking bomb.
Go away.
He's trying to hold it in. That was the dumbest face ever.
That's what my face does. I'm a very expressive person. Half the time I don't even realize it. I'm just making stupid ass faces for no reason. Oh, my mother-in-law almost got to see my dick the other day.
Okay.
So it was
She almost got to see my dick today.
Oh, it was yesterday, actually. So you have the Peloton in. I'm trying to get a workout in before stream. So I go whatever, and then like right as I'm like transit, like it just sounds kind of weird. I'm gonna say it out loud. It is kind of weird. I guess I just didn't think about it when it was happening. I was naked, ready to get in the shower. My boss called, so I picked up the phone. So we're just talking, and then I was in the bathroom and started getting hot, so I walked out in the bedroom, and she comes around the corner with her. She's on FaceTime trying to show her mom the Peloton we got, and like I'm just butt naked in the room. It's just like all of a sudden I see her like just spin around and like run away.
Okay, so it wasn't like in-person scenario?
No,
okay.
It was some digital dick.
That was like when you were streaming in the bedroom.
Michaela comes out of the shower fucking naked and just walks behind me. My fucking camera's on, bro. Or when I had like her boudoir pictures on my wallpaper, and I was doing screen capture, not game capture, and I minimized it for a second and didn't realize it.
Yeah, those are one of those things you have to like. Yeah. When you're streaming, those go away.
Yeah, they're not my wallpaper anymore. No.
It's pretty good though.
It is funny.
Digital dick.
Somebody's digital dick.
Such a fucking like fuckboy scenario.
It is. What's up, mommy? You want some of this digital dick? I understand you ain't trying to like compromise yourself with COVID and whatever. About some of that digital dick. Some of that cyber snatch, you know what I'm saying? How is that not a hookup site? Cybersnatch.com.
Cybersmash.com. That's actually...
It might be, actually.
You want to find out?
No.
Yeah, let's find out real quick.
Digitaldick.com. That's definitely going to be porn. But Cybersnatch? Maybe also porn.
I was thinking Cyber Smash.
Cybersnatch.
I think like Smash, like a hookup site.
That's true.
Cyber...
Try both. Cyber Smash?
Snatch first. .com.
Or Cyber Smash just be like a fucking nerdy forum site.
This domain is expired. You can buy it.
Cyber Smash is just going to be a weird, like... It's going to be a hookup site, but for nerds who like to play Super Smash Bros.
Cyber Smash is available too. You can buy that. We'll see what Digital Dick brings up.
Work on a business model.
Digitaldick.com. You can buy that one too.
Alright.
That one fits my branding,
See
though.
you later, Tinder.
That one fits my branding.
Digital dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I saw this.
Could be the name of your animated series. Your animated short series. Digital Dick.
That wouldn't.
The Adventures of Digital Dick and Terabyte Travis. I don't fucking know. Just trying to go with the alliteration.
I saw this mug the other day. Somebody's calling somebody a cunt on Twitter or something. It was like this cup that was like C and then UNT on the side of it.
I have the same cup, but it's Dick. So the handle's a
Like
D.
this?
I have that cup.
Oh.
My brother got it for me for my birthday.
Nice.
We went to when he was out in NJC doing his fire academy stuff. We go there for family day, and he took me inside before like family was allowed inside. And the captain's just sitting there, and he's got his he has the same cup too, and he had it, and he's had it forever, so he's just drinking out of it, no big deal. And then my brother pointed out, he's like, "Hey Cap, you sure you want to have that cup out when family comes in?" He's like, "Oh fuck." I thought it was dope, so he ended up getting it for me for my birthday, but I have that cup.
Nice. I think it'd be good wall decor.
Yeah.
Once I like actually can like
Decor the walls.
decor the walls.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good one to have on there. Man, I'm glad that today was not as hot as like the last couple days.
I need to convince my boss to let me wear shorts during work, dude. I can't do this pants thing anymore. Fucking sweat my balls
You have to
off.
wear pants?
It's our
Brutal.
dress code. I was like, well, here's your choice. I can follow dress code. I can show up to every shop I go to, soaking wet and disgusting. Or you can let me wear shorts, and I can at least look presentable. And they're just short. You can get nice, professional-looking shorts.
Right.
I was like, and if you don't, I'm going to go full rebel. And I'm going to cut my jeans here. I'm going to cut the sleeves and the lower half of my shirts
Just
off.
cut the like a slit up both sides, so they like
They can breathe.
they're technically
Still
pants.
Leave a little hem at the bottom. Not a bad idea.
So it's just like this like open area. It's like you have like fucking like zippers on it, so you can like zip them up and down.
It's like I pretty much told him, I was like, I'll go full white trash trailer slut, man. I'll go short jean shorts, and then sleeves off the shirt, bottom half of the shirt gone.
You know, it would make some shops would fucking love it, and
I've done it before.
and some would not be a part of it.
Yeah, I did it once. I did it because I knew the owners were like old school country homophobic homosexuals. Like they hate gays so much because they're probably gay.
Right.
But there was one I brought some of those shorts to work, and when I was getting dressed, I put those on. Then I took our work shirts and tied it in a knot in the front, and like just went around, started working, and I had like my boots on with my like, tall socks. They were like one of them. He saw it and he thought it was funny and he laughed. The other one got like serious homophobic shit started happening.
I hate people like that. I mean, we experienced that shit, like, I mean, just being silly people that we are. You know, it's like, well, we were like, the tricycle race, like, where the guy's like, a bunch of gay guys, like, trying to beat me up, apparently. I would have loved
What a
that.
headline.
If that guy would have got out of that car and tried to, like, fight us, the headline would have been the best.
Homosexual street gang.
Bicycle gang.
Homosexual bicycle gang beats man for being straight.
It's all on Breitbart, just being all stupid. Oh, it'd be so fucking funny, though, dude.
Fucking hilarious.
Did I put 2 coals on there? Yeah, okay. You want to see one from where I'm at. Hello?
I was like, God, I hope he knows his garage door is open. Like, I walked in the house, I walked downstairs, and I was like, okay.
I kind of forgot that it was open, but...
Well, not like, I didn't, is the front one open? No, just
No.
like the garage door to the house.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I hope everything's okay. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll get up.
I will not.
oh my goodness. Thanks for doing this for me.
Yeah, I'll go grab... I have a
Got
couple.
nicked a little bit with it too. Like I was like, oh, I caught it. I know I did. 2 years though. That's not bad.
And we're solo. Welcome to the show, where we talk about nothing. Camera's over there. I don't know why I'm looking over here. Camera's over there. But who we still got? Looks like we might still have somebody watching. Who's watching? What's up? If you're watching. Howdy and duty. How are you? How's everyone's day going? How's life? How's everything? Oh man, it's nice outside. This is great. Back on the patio, dude. It's very interesting. It doesn't taste like you think it would if you just looked at it. Who knows what they're talking about? Who knows what they're talking about? What? What? Blah, 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 blah. Sounds like a baby goat. It's not a fucking... It's not a goat. The fuck was that? It's a big ass mouth. Huh?
Huh?
What?
What?
Alright. Chill, bro.
No.
Ah!
Was that a fuck off bag?
I don't know.
I think it was a fuck off bag.
That's okay. bedtime's in half an hour. Actually, compared to their past, they're up late.
It's only fucking 9.
Mm-hmm. Last time they partied until 8, and then had to go take a nap so they can come back and have one more White Claw at like 10.
There was one night me, Dan, and Amanda went to Road. We walked to Road and had some beers.
Yeah.
And they like just started like partying. And it was like, I don't know, like 6:30 or something. We got back here at 9 and like dude's outside like pounding on the door to wake somebody else on the inside that's like, because they're all fucking hammered and like can't get the fuck back in to get his phone or something. We're like, it's fucking 9:30 on a Saturday.
You guys fucking
need to learn to party or something. Right,
gotta up that tolerance, bro. You gotta practice. Fuck. I just watched him do that. Ugh. Gross. No one saw that. Oh.
Oh boy.
Alright. So how's everybody doing? Everybody doing alright? Everybody doing good? What the fuck is happening inside? Whatever. Welcome to the patio.
What?
What? I'm just talking.
Just making noise?
Just trying to fill the empty space with my digital dick.
Filling them holes, baby.
Filling those cyber holes with that digital dick.
Red Heart.
Coconut.
Oh, hi, babe.
Well, she said that before you started saying that too, because of the delay.
Did I'm assuming Dorothy went down okay? Or is she still up?
I shouldn't have closed the door all the way.
Way to go. Fuck it all up, dude.
Fuck it all up.
Fuck it up.
Fuck
Fuck
it
it
up.
up.
Fuck it
Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. It's fucking moths. It's fucking moths. This one right above my head. Oh, disappeared. Oh, it's nice to be back out on the patio.
Fuck yeah, it is. It was kind of nice, like on the patio.
Sleeping face went down easy around 8:30ish.
Nice. Good. She was tired when I left, so that's good.
Turn the volume up to shade.
What's up, bruh?
I need browns that are like my favorite back in the day skis. They're cheap and they're still delish.
I can only probably drink a few, and then I'd be over it.
Yeah, I just remember my
They're
dad
all
would buy
sweet.
like bars of always. So is that or is these extra gold lager fucking
Oh, the extra golds?
Yeah.
Extra gold.
And most of the time they sat in the garage warm, and so that's how we snuck them. But he only used them for brats.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, they're not great.
either one of those would actually be pretty good for brats.
Honey brown would be really good for browns.
Yeah.
Actually. Extra gold's just.
I think brown's not bad. I think Blue Moon's a good beer. I think Sam Adams is a really good beer.
I've never really like when I first started drinking beers, Blue Moon was like kind of the jam,
Yeah.
and then now
That's
I'm
too
like
sweet, yeah.
I'm not like a wheat beers have kind of gone out of style for me. I just can't really.
I would agree. Like I loved Easy Sunshine was my jam, and now they're just a little too sweet. Like I can have one for sure, but I can do more IPAs back to back.
I remember one time, I think it was John's 21st birthday. I think we got a keg of Easy Street. We played beer pong with it
Yeah,
in the
that-
shop.
that
It was brutal.
I-
Because that's when we were like, 'cause in the shop, we just filled the cups with beer.
Yeah.
We were playing water pong.
We all did that back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember one of those, and it was like, I don't remember the end of the night at all, though. We should not have played beer pong with Easy. And then we had some left over. And
We played
Dougie
beer
and I
pong
tried
with
to
margarita
finish
mix
it.
one day.
Mojitos.
Oh, that sounds great.
I remember playing beer pong with vodka once.
Where's the water?
Yeah.
That was aggressive.
Put that on a checkerboard, and you just look at each other and you both take a shot. There's only one water. And you
Well, that
try
was
to
like
call
the-
them all water, and you call your opponent on the bluff or not. It's pretty hard to take multiple shots of vodka and not make a face.
I don't think you can.
No,
I don't.
On every single one.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think there's a man on the planet that can take a shot after shot after shot,
No,
unless they're already fucking destroyed. I guess.
Well, I'm just saying, it just used to be you would take a shot and water. Yeah, it is water. That was water. No, vodka.
That's
It's
not
just
how I
the
would
most
play
fucked
the
up
game.
I've ever played.
Oh,
It's water.
you're. Yeah, I know what you're talking. It's like kind of like minefield scenario.
That's
Yeah.
not how I would play at all. I would overly exaggerate like how strong it was every single fucking time.
Yeah, that's the other way of doing
That
it.
would be my
Yeah.
strategy. Because there's no fucking way I'm
So
taking multiple
it's
shots of
just
vodka.
calling
No.
the bluff. You never finish the game because there's 2 shots on the checkerboard. You're fucked. I don't know if you just do the actual.
Yeah, so
I-
half and half was vodka. Half was vodka, half was water,
Yeah.
and then you just put them all on checkerboard, and then you peel them.
I played with Courtney once when I went to college, and that was the fucking worst idea your roommate ever fucking had. The only thing I remember about that night was Team America was pretty fucking funny that night.
America.
Fuck yeah!
I was gonna say that was when I didn't love it the first time. The second time I was like, that's fucking awesome. Napoleon Dynamite was the same way. I was like, eh. Second time I was like, alright.
I didn't like Napoleon Dynamite for like
I love Napoleon Dynamite.
7 or 8 times. I think this was just younger than because like we were like right at like adult age when that movie came out. Like we're like 18, 19. We're trying to be like, oh, we're cool. And that was like especially like when we were like 18, like you couldn't be weird. Like-
no, not in our generation.
Yeah, it was like we're just a difference enough in age where like if you're like a weird person, like you like weird shit, you were like kind of like exiled. You didn't really have any friends and shit. It was like we're like in that time frame.
Yeah.
Whereas like you
5
know,
years later, you realize everyone's fucking weird.
yeah, and you just now kids just accept
It's
being
cool.
weird and like make it dope. And I think that's rad. That's the way it should fucking be.
Yeah. But no, we were definitely more clicky. Like you definitely like I can remember doing things a lot just because that was how you fucking fed in and didn't get fucking picked on or fucked with.
Yeah. When
Like,
you wanted to be
you were being
cool.
tied into, you know, like you don't want to be tied in with those kids. You want to be a part of this. For dumb shit. I fucking.
Right. I was lucky that like, you know, in high school like I was on the TV and that's all that really made a difference. I was friends with fucking everybody. But I've been a weird person forever. Like playing video games like when I was like 18, 19, 20 years old, like that was fucking weird. That was like, you know.
You were next level. Like we all played Grand Theft Auto.
Right.
That was like the one game everybody would buy.
And now if you don't play games, you're kind of a fucking weirdo. You play games sometimes too when you get the chance.
Right.
Fuck, I bought Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for you. You played it once.
You took it back downstairs, but I did play. I just also was like heartbroken. I used to be so good. That fucking whack, whack. I was like, I used to be able to destroy like Area 51 or whatever. I could get 1,000,000 points because you could go past the clock as long as you just never came out of a fucking manual.
That's the one to get. It makes me want to play Wasteland again, or whatever that was. Not Wasteland. Fucking. It was the Tony Hawk with the Jackass crew. Underground.
Underground 2.
The fucking finale
The
trick shot.
fucking. I love the
Or
fucking.
the whole stupid everything.
Yeah,
really.
I love the fucking gurney.
Oh yeah.
Where you played as the gurney.
You're skating, but you're pushing the dude in the
Yeah,
gurney.
so like the gurney was the skateboard and shit. It was the best. I loved Underground. They better remaster that motherfucker because like 1 and 2 was
if
good.
You remastered that. You better remaster fucking.
1 and 2,
Underground.
well, especially it's Activision. They milk money out of everything.
I would absolutely get it.
I bought Tony. I bought it. So I have it on Xbox and PC.
So I mean, I just had it on PC. I don't
So
know.
we haven't played together. We need to play that.
It's a lot of
So-
fun.
I
We should-
remember getting that from Pizza Hut because like
The
a
demo?
promo where they had the demo and it was just the first fucking level or whatever, the learning part.
Yeah.
And we played that so much that first night that Sean was an old friend of mine. His parents were fucking Jehovah's Witness, so he homeschooled. Which means he didn't have to do shit. His parents just wanted him to fuck off, and he was a jackass kid, so they were fucking getting him out of trouble at school, so they just homeschooled him because he couldn't get as much trouble at home. But I studied, dude, and I was like, bro, you used to be done with school in 20 minutes. Like, when I was homesick, he would come over. So I stayed homesick. We got the demo, played all fucking day long. He went and bought the game that night. The next game I came home, and he was so much fucking better than me. Fuck you, bro. How long have you played? All 10 hours of the day.
I miss when, like, you get, like, demo CDs. I was watching a video on, I don't know if you've LGR, Lazy Game Reviews. But he has a bunch of retro, like, games and retro stuff, and, like, he was, like, you know, he built, like, a retro, like, thing. But, like, his video recently, it was, like, a look back on, like, Unreal Tournament. Then he was, like, talking about how he got the demo for that, and they just played that for a long time before they bought the actual game. I was like, that's how I got an Unreal Tournament. I got the demo disc from, I stole the magazine from fucking Safeway.
Was that Killer Instinct Unreal or no? I'm thinking a different one. Okay.
Killer Instinct was the fighting game.
Yeah. It was Unreal.
But it was on the Unreal Engine when it came out.
What was the game though? Like,
no, Unreal Tournament is what it's called.
Yeah, but how did you play? What is it?
It was a first-person shooter.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But yeah, like I was the same way. That's how I got into Unreal Tournament. And that's before I bought the Game of the Year edition, just like he did. And I was like, oh yeah, because like I would steal the PC Mag or PC Gamer from Safeway to steal all the magazines. So I always had all the demos.
Oh yeah,
of like
I always had that one in the back.
Like before our mom started like letting us buy like games to play, and we go to any store we went to. We go in and immediately disappear and just go play little fucking demos, things they had set up, whatever was there. That's where we play video games.
Right. We did the same thing. We had video games at home, and we do that too.
We'll be here.
All the new games.
Kid that kind of lived with me for a while, Ryan, and I just remember going to Best Buy and Guitar Hero, and they like literally, hey man, you got to let these kids play too, because he would just sit there an hour and a half.
Oh, dude.
And then someone would walk up and like, you got to let the kid try it out. Okay.
Guitar Hero will forever be one of my favorite games.
Donkey Visage.
I loved Guitar Hero. I loved Rock Band. Even when DJ Hero came out, that was pretty fucking fun.
I remember we used to play DDR, and my friend Kenny that was on last week that I went run with, he would play on the controller.
What?
Yeah, so one of us would be fucking playing fucking actual DDR on the pad.
What the fuck?
And he would play on and just fucking giggle the whole fucking time. And I'm like, fuck you douche. Because he wouldn't get the fuck up and do it. But
yeah, but it was like the old fucking Nintendo when you had to race Cheetah. You just dropped two. Like, that was the only fuck I couldn't beat him.
Remember like the OG Mario Party where they had to spin, where you had to spin the joystick?
Yep.
And you just rubbed your hand like this, and it would just destroy joysticks.
Remember that? I remember I never got it, but they had the like true joystick for the Super Nintendo, I think. Like you had the controller, but you could also buy
the buttons.
3-button.
Well, I want to build. I really want a fight stick, but they're like $200.
What's a fight stick?
Well, so it's like an arcade controller that you put on your fucking lap, the whole thing, like what you're talking about.
Okay.
And so like it's a big, all the buttons and shit. But like the one that I want's like $250. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't play fighting games enough anymore. But like when Eric comes over and plays games with me, like we only play fighting games. Like half the time I'm just like, here you go. And he plays through the campaign he played through the campaign of Tekken 7.
Yeah, that's what I was. Tekken was one of those ones I never was a big fan. Got real stoned once. Played it with this college kids when I was like 16. I was like, Tekken's actually. Dude, I thought Killer Instinct was way better. Tekken's pretty fucking cool. And Street Fighter's cool, but I couldn't always ever master the moves, even if I fucking got the codes. Like.
We used to play like
Steel Button Smash.
We used to Soul Calibur 2 on the arcade. We used to go like this place in Denver. It's called Nickel to Play, and so it was just a nickel to play all the games. And so you fucking put $10 and you have fucking 200 fucking plays.
Yeah.
And we go there and play Soul Calibur and just like beat the shit out of the machine. Like to where you're coming out where you're like your hand is like. You can't move it because you just beat the fuck out of it for fucking 3 hours.
There was Academy Gaming Center was the computer one, right?
I loved Academy. Academy was my.
We used to get all fucking crunked up and play that place for hours. Just play fucking. Then do you ever remember the one over on Campus West that it was like $10 and it was like 3 hours unlimited games?
I do. I don't remember what it was called.
I just remember in the corner next to Smoking Monkey, and I remember like, no, can you go do something?
Do you remember
else?
when Road was Anderson's?
Was that the place in the basement had all the games on Tuesday nights or something? Was
No,
$5
it was
for 3 hours?
it was way before Road 34 was there.
Yeah.
It was like a pool hall, but on like, and they had a bunch of
It
like
was one night.
arcade
it was
games.
like $5 for the.
Yeah, it was like Monday nights was like kids' night, so you go in there and nobody was smoking, so you could still smoke and fucking, because
Yeah,
we're that
Perkins.
fucking old. Jesus
I remember
Christ.
Perkins, the smoking section, because there's this little wall between us.
Furs, you remember Furs in the smoking section? Yeah, the smoking section was the majority of the restaurant, and you're like, okay.
And I don't
But
even mind,
Anderson's was like cool because like you go in there and that's where I played Metal Slug and Battletoads and the golf
Terminator's
game.
the one I remember because you just couldn't have enough lives in Terminator. But if you just hit the button, you just kept fucking playing Terminator.
Or what was the fucking one? The other gun one that had the pedal where you could duck behind cover.
Sure, the cop one where you were a cop.
Yeah.
Where
Time
Crisis?
Time Crisis.
That game's fun. With that little pedal, you can duck
Yeah,
down
so you go
behind
back
shit.
and back to the
Jump in.
reload and.
Yeah.
that one, and then there was that one that was like a real sniper game where you had a real good gun.
I think it was just called
And it-
Sniper.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
But you had like
It
the
was so
gun
fucking
on the
hard,
like
though.
on a
Yeah,
pivot.
it was super hard, but the gun was like, especially when you're a kid, it was all fucking huge.
Huge
You're
up
like-
here, you're just like
Yeah, and
try
you're
to
like,
look
and
in
you
the
just
fucking
and
sight
you just
like
felt
that.
fucking cool with it though. Like, and it cost again $1,
$1 to
and,
play.
and you died fucking every 5
I
seconds.
got pretty good, but I learned like I just didn't actually look in the scope because you could like follow your shit. The problem when you're in the scope, you went like this.
Yeah.
I would just like kind of look through it and then just pull the trigger and
Because
snap 'em half
the screen had the fucking the cross path in it.
yeah.
So, but the scope had the tiny cross path, so you
with
could
the
still.
magnify.
Yeah, but so you could play
Yeah.
on the outside. Just fucking. I do remember
Because
that.
it would like say go up, and you'd have to like go up a whole building, and it was like count down. No. I just got lost. Anytime I was in the scope, I just felt like when you watch me play video games, like, what are you doing? When I use your keyboard. Wait a minute, where the fuck? I lost the mouse again.
I remember when we got you into League
Leap.
and how funny that motherfucking shit was. Because you struggled bad for a little while.
I'm
with
gamer,
that.
bro.
We got
Till
it.
we got Garen and you would team up with me.
And then I got pretty good with Garen running in there. If I teamed up with you, you would come in with fucking somebody. And then I even got okay with Yi and stuff. I remember playing real drunk the other night a while ago, and this dude's like, dude, I'm fucking reporting you. Nah, bro, I'm just really wasted. I'm fucking reporting you. Get your shit together.
The big problem with
Just wasted, bro.
the problem with League of Legends is that the community is toxic as fuckballs. Especially
I
like
see
if
that.
you get like the wrong like lobby, they'll just like yell at you for being garbage, and it's like, no, you're garbage yourself. We're together.
They've braced
The
us off our
the
skill
matchmaking
set.
put us into a similar lobby. We're both garbage. You just pretend you're good. I don't care.
I remember you could type while playing, and I would like just... Bottom! Okay. Oh, you already took fucking bottom. Damn it, dude. The dude already ran all the way over there.
Because I don't.
Type fast.
Yeah, no, I had me and Avery's been playing quite a bit recently.
I need to get back on it, because I had fun a couple times playing with, like, when Nikki G, when we had it all set down, Tiddlywinks, John would be in the other room.
Yeah, when you get like
fucking,
we used to play like
Tiddlywinks was fucking your brother, and then, what's her name, fucking would always play too with us.
Kaylee.
Kaylee, yeah, that was fun.
We used to do like LAN parties. Like Avery's house would open our laptops and fucking get all fucking high and fucking drunk and shit, and just fucking play League of Legends. Like a little LAN party together. And I love the LAN party stuff. Like I can't wait when Nick starts rolling LAN parties again. We'll see how that
We
works
gotta
out.
do something in that room, because that room would be good for it.
I'd like to do some setup and do
We could
some
do
LAN party
Tuesday
stuff.
night game nights or something.
It'd be
I
fun
want
because
to get into like card games again. We played once at Bailey's. That was really fun. Like Kill Hitler or whatever it was.
Secret Hitler.
I thought that was really fun. Or when we were playing in the garage and we played the You Don't Know Jacks. I was at a lot. I had more fun playing like You Don't Know Jacks. I mean,
Oh
I'll
my
still say
God,
the
the
most
fucking
savage
Quiplash.
thing-
But that was when you could get more than 2 people to come hang out at once.
Yeah, that's true.
It's really hard to get any of our friend groups doing that shit right now.
Yeah.
Quiplash was like the fucking jam.
Quiplash was fucking hilarious.
When we fucking
The
Trivia Murder Party.
yeah, Murder Party was my favorite.
we should do it. We should do like a Saturday and fucking stream and play fucking Jack in the Box. They still get There's tons of people to watch this shit because everyone can play it if
Right, they can join in if they want
yeah. That was like what was fun about fucking like we're playing GeoGuessr
Oh,
and I
yeah.
got raided, and then all these random people were fucking popping in and playing the game with us.
That was
cool.
when I learned I really liked Kate. Tanner's girl. Because it was like, the question was like, what's the worst thing to see out of an airplane window? And she just said, 2 towers. I was like, that is fucking savage. I can't believe you would say that.
Jesus
What's the worst
Christ.
thing you could think of seeing out of an airplane window? And she just writes, 2
That's-
towers. I was like, that's
Probably the
the
worst.
dark good humor right there, Kate. I like you.
That's a great answer for that question.
It is a great
shit,
answer.
dude.
Because everyone's like,
Fuck me.
an engine on fire, my wing falling off. She just goes, 2 towers.
Dude, fuck, man. Yeah, that's...
Because then you voted who had the best one, right? And I was just like, you fucking voted that. That made my whole fucking night right there.
Yeah, there's no way that didn't win. That's fucking... That's gold.
That's like, sometimes you're on, you know, just saying, I've had a couple of those moments where you just, everything you say, just people just keep throwing you pitches. It's fun when you just like, really? You're going to do, okay.
Well, see, that's usually like me and cartoons communities. I win all the time just because like I'm ridiculous. But once we played at Dungeons and Drafts, and I did not do well there. I tell you what. I think somebody, it was like a joke about Paul Walker, and then the room was like quiet. I was like, oh.
I didn't realize everybody liked him so much.
Well, no, it's fine. But like, that game is like designed to be ridiculous. Dungeons and Drafts was not the ridiculous like scenario.
Yeah,
Like you went in there and it was like,
it's serious.
So what's the one where you make you make up a definition off of a word, and you try to sell everybody on your definition, even though it's not the right one? I fucking hated that game. Number one,
Like,
not so
fibbage?
great at. I don't think it's fibbage.
Fibbage is one that you
It's
do
like
that
that.
though.
Ava had so many prefix and was so smart that she would make up these things every time they go with hers, prefix, suffix, you know, because she would nail at least the first half. Oh yeah, it is under this and no, it's not. And I would have the right answer half the time and say it, and they'd be like, it's definitely not Scott's. Oh, God damn it. That one was never fun because I just couldn't sell myself on like, you didn't even spell it right, bro. Like, obviously you're not going with your answer.
That's
the right
fair.
answer.
There is those games you have to like, you do have to spell correctly, otherwise you're like, no way.
Dictionary, if you don't draw fast or draw well, like you, well, skateboard, yeah. That's not
Oh yeah, we can do all the. I have all of the jackboxes.
I think I got 6.
Yeah, like I literally have. I have 3. I have 1, 2, and 3 on my Xbox, and I have 4, 5, and 6 on the PC.
What did I gotta do down here?
So that's for the camera. That's how the camera connects to the PC.
Okay, yours also looks cool. Alright, yeah, fast. Real quick reference here.
Gotta go. Sit in the office
Yeah, we have whiskey.
downstairs.
Did you like that? That was the stuff that I drank that you didn't like, right?
No,
Shit's
You don't
gross,
like
dude.
it?
No, you
Good.
can.
I was like, I don't think Nick likes it. Oh, I'm gonna drink it.
You could drink.
This isn't very good. That was the worst hangover of my life the next day.
It's disgusting.
I was like, you could.
Go
I
for
saw it like half gone, and I was like,
Finish
fuck
the
yeah.
soju while you're down there.
Soji.
Yeah.
I'll put it down.
He's a dude for sure.
He's definitely a bro. But one of the weird kind of bros.
He's the guy that always wanted to be a bro, but wasn't quite a bro. That's
Like,
Scott.
he's the kind of guy that, like, at his age, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I'll still join a fraternity. What's up?
There are a few of those around, especially all those guys that like spent like where they're like they like donate money to like their like old school sports programs. Those people right there every time.
Always
Like,
the guy who also, like, wants to fucking coach the softball team. The women's softball team. Just the creepy weird fucks that couldn't move on. I'm sad to say it's more common than not, but it's fucking... There was the... What was it? Oh, in middle school there was the volleyball coach. Total fucking creep, dude. Total fucking creep. I'm sitting next to one of my friends who she's on the volleyball team. She was also the biology teacher and the volleyball coach. So we're sitting there in class and he's I can't remember what we're doing. We're doing a project or something. Maybe we're doing a lab. And he comes over and he's kind of watching us, and I look at him like while he is actively looking down her shirt. What the fuck, dude?
There's
It's disgusting.
There's there was a skit I can't remember. I can't remember what show it was on, but there was like it was there. They were making fun of like again like the high school like coach. He had like the short shorts on. He like put his like nutsack would come out the shorts.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember which show it was on or a movie or whatever it was.
All I think of because the guy from Letterkenny did that a couple times, but I have no idea.
No clue. No clue at all.
Have you seen the videos of the kid's fucking baseball coach that gives them like real fucked up pep talks?
Mm-mm.
He's like always mic'd up, and I don't know if he like is really like that or if he's doing it for content. But they'll be like, they're playing the game, and these like little kids, like 10 to 12-year-old boys playing baseball, and he'll go up to the mound and have that conversation and be like, he's like, I know that your parents thought that growing up you could do whatever you want and be whoever you want to be. He's like, but I doubt being the worst player on the field is what they imagined. Like, he'll say some fucked up shit to these kids. Like, with a straight face, just looking at them like, the fuck are you doing?
Well, I've met people like that, just like actual people where you're like, yo, there's a thing about being like truthful and like like specific like what you should be doing.
Yeah, being honest to a point, but just being, especially like in college sports, they should be old
They're
enough
adults
to handle that. But dude, these kids like 10 and 12, and you're giving them some college sports like shit. Like, chill out a little bit. They're also still just doing it for fun.
Right.
And don't take that part away.
Still funny though.
But there was another one. They were sitting down and having a pep talk before the game from the whole team. He's like, all right, guys, remember, what are we here to do? And all the kids like, oh, we're here to have fun and do our best and to win. He's like, I agree with the last one. The first two were bullshit. It's like, whoa, dude, chill out, man.
Have you seen that one video, that little kid like kicking shit at the ump at that game? Like, obviously it was like a ruse, but it's super fucking funny. It's like this little kid like getting kicked, like he's getting like he got ejected apparently. But I think it was a
dirt
ruse.
at the ump?
But it's actually like really cute and funny, to be honest. See if I can find it.
Well, that's another one, like umps for kids' games. Like, just, you can't let go.
I'm trying to like hear the music. Yeah, this was a couple of years ago. Coach Drake. Continue. Oh, it doesn't like that I have an ad blocker on my phone.
You're depriving people of their revenue.
Yeah, fuck CBS.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, they're gonna be fine. Here we go. This is on YouTube.
So out comes Coach Drake. He did not like the last call. The outfielder for Wisconsin dove. The ball went underneath him, but the umpire still called him out after the Wisconsin player held up the ball. Now Coach Drake not liking it. Arguing with the ruling umpire Rob Hunter, and Ian does not look happy.
It's just like, obviously it's a ruse, but it's pretty funny.
He just say, I'll be right back. Was that the I'll be right back figure? I don't know what he has in store, but he does not look happy.
That's fucking hilarious.
I was holding two bats, oh no. I think he's gonna try and get dirty with the blank surface. Oh, there goes one, there goes two. Players in the background look like they're in disgust. They don't like that their manager just got ejected. Drake's like, no, here comes more bats. That's now four. Players still not look happy. All the fans in attendance not looking happy that their manager just got ejected. He has a bucket of balls now. What is he doing? You must really not be happy. This is the biggest outburst we have seen.
fucking hilarious.
It's great. It's because it's one of those like obviously it's a play. There's no way
He's
it's an
not
adult
doing that
game.
on his own.
Right, but still
Yeah.
like to be like choreographed enough though that you can. Nobody was telling him what to do at 6 years old.
Just knowing enough to be like, this is what you do.
Yeah.
And when you're throwing this fit, this is what you do. You throw equipment on the field, you kick dirt on the shoes.
I just thought when I saw that like the other week, I was like, oh, that is fucking. It's pretty good right there.
I was seeing two fucking coaches just fucking bill to bill. Seeing each other's face just fucking screaming. So funny.
I mean, fights in pro sports is kind of wild to me.
Like when, it doesn't happen often, but like in baseball, when shit goes down, and it's just both teams rush the fucking field and go nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause what was it? It was one I saw lately where, oh yeah, the pitcher was trying to hit the batter, and it was very obvious. So he ends up getting a bunt on it, and he bunts it perfectly to where he can pick it up and just tag him. I think when he runs by, he just like fucking kicks the dude in the chest. And then it was just all out. Both teams.
It's just one of those like surprising like scenarios that like obviously hockey like it's kind of like understandable because like
But they don't even let hockey players fucking do it anymore.
right, well it's one of those again, it's pro sports. You should really be fighting.
No, but let's say you went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. That's the fun part of it. Like, yeah, don't fight the whole time, but like when you guys are stopping every little fucking tilly that happens,
Right.
come on.
Yeah, there was one like we went to an Eagles game and it was like right before like they moved on from the ECHL to the AHL. And they were just the I will say this, the ownership of the Eagles, they paid the money to bring in some fucking talent. That's for sure. But like they got to that point where like they were like a little too big for the ECHL and they were fucking like owning everything. Like to the point where like it was funny when they moved from ECHL to ACHL, they didn't return the cup.
Good.
Which is hilarious because they were like the dude was like pissed about his fees or something. Like the owner, he's like, I'm not returning it. Fuck him. Like that was like his mentality. I was like, that's pretty dope. A little petty for an old man, but
funny.
pretty dope. But yeah, we went to a game and it was like one of the championship games, and like literally it was like fight, like constantly, just because like the other team was just getting mowed over. It was nasty.
I was like, I think the Avs had a game this year where the refs were just letting them go at it. I think there was a point in the game where it's just the goalies on the ice because the whole team was in the penalty box.
Which is always really funny when that happens, when there's like no players.
Mm-hmm.
You get like the one guy just like basically shooting fucking pucks at the other goalie.
But dude, I love going to hockey games. They're so much fun.
Yeah, I can't wait till we can start doing that like heavy again.
Or even fucking, who is it? Was it the Crush?
It was
The Dream. The Lingerie Football League. Dude, that was insane.
They're pretty intense.
Like, helmets and shoulder pads, and you guys are still fucking hitting each other like
They
trains.
did not give a shit.
And they're not little women.
No.
They are fucking snoo-snoos, or whatever the fuck it is. Futurama. Death by snoo-snoo. Like, they're big women.
The Amazonians.
I'll do like if like Samoa had a fucking lingerie football league, it wouldn't be like attractive to watch at all, but this would be a team of just pretty much dudes with long hair.
Well, I mean, it's pretty surprising that like there's not a lot more, and this is like one of my like why I'm an advocate of like combining like gender sports is because like there's a lot of women that can easily keep up with the men in all sports.
Mm-hmm.
And that should be on like those pro teams. They will never get there because it's separated. And in one of those moments too, it also makes like if you look up until they split genders, there's like no like early teenagers when and it's typically because the girls progress earlier than the men do. So like they split them up for that reason. And then what happens is all like we shovel all this money and funding into men's sports to make them like very competitive and all this stuff. Like let's just keep going, and then we kind of like shun the women for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah.
So like if we combine them like for the first like 10 years probably, if not a little bit more than that, they're gonna be at a disadvantage in those sports. But as it progresses, like it'll make them get better as well. So then like it'll be one of those like, well, now it's gender not inclusive, but like I guess inclusive is the word for that.
Yeah.
So
like,
that
if there's a woman who wants to be like a fucking linebacker and she could easily kick half the guys' asses, let her fucking do
Right.
it. What's the big deal? Was the NFL scared that like who?
Well, it may happen sooner than you think. The new schools are deciding to combine gender in one locker room.
Well, that's stupid.
I don't.
That's a bit much.
It is, especially for teenagers. I'll agree. Just 'cause
That's
they
asking
don't
for
know,
trouble.
Yeah, they don't know the difference or whatever. But it's also one of those things where like
High school boys are horny all the time and super dumb all the time.
The new high school in Wellington is going to have one locker room.
Well, the new school in Wellington is going to have some serious legal
Well, and
issues.
again, the thing is, it's only the beginning of that's the problem. As everybody's used to the scenario and those kind of things, it'll become easier.
Right, once it becomes normal, it'll be fine.
Right. So
So at first, you're asking for trouble.
yeah,
There's going to
it's-
be the hurdles. There's going to be whatever.
It's one of those like things, and that's like the same thing. Like bringing the sports together is a problem on the front side, but
Like, I remember when Garrett played lacrosse. You watch guys play lacrosse. They've got fucking leg pads, shoulder pads, helmets, mouth guards, whatever. You see the girls lacrosse team, they're playing the same fucking sport.
at pretty much the same intensity.
But they're wearing goggles, and that's it.
Yeah, and like they still beat the shit.
They
out of
still
each other.
hit each other. But they're playing it like rugby at this
Right.
point.
It's kind of
The
wild.
guys get full fucking gear and whatever, and I'm sure the guys hit each other a little bit harder because just
Right.
like the way human
They
bodies
will have
work.
adults in the locker room monitoring grinning face with sweat flushed face. Hate to be that person.
Well, that goes back to like our creepy fucking.
Well, yeah,
coach
that could
problem.
also be like, yeah, some creepy fucking dude just sitting there being also weird.
And again, it's one of those things like as like we have to go that way. In my opinion, it's like the proper way to do it. But there's going to be problems along the way. It's not like it's going to be easy. But you also get like a bunch of.
But I think there's
Let's stop for a second. Think about like a couple of gay dudes in a fucking team. It's kind of the same thing, right?
kind of mosquito on your arm. Kind of like there's as
So,
far as
like-
like the whole gender inclusive thing, like playing sports. Sure, I think locker rooms still there's just that privacy part. You don't need girls and guys changing the same fucking room. Yeah, eventually it could be normal, but it doesn't have to be. That's a thing that could say that same forever. Guys and girls have separate locker rooms. You're gonna have your trans people and your gays. You're gonna have to figure out where the fuck they fit in. But for the most part, no. You girls, you have your separate locker room. Guys, you have yours. There's nothing wrong with that. That like, so I can see like as adults,
Fuck you.
yeah, handle your shit.
I actually apparently missed that.
Like as adults, handle your shit. Don't be a perv.
Right.
But these kids,
Yeah, and again, it's one of those things like the beginning, the first decade, 2 decades probably is going to be a difficult one to go through, but it's really once we get beyond that, like where again it becomes normal, then it won't be that much of an issue.
then again, like what's the point?
True, and a lot schools that already exist and buildings are already separated and those kind of things. Like, again, maybe as new ones come on board, we make them inclusive. Those kind of
Like
things.
is your budget so tight you can't afford 2 separate locker rooms? You've got to go with one.
Yeah, there's the things too. Is like with locker rooms, especially like, you don't have to have like 2 separate shower scenarios, all those kind of things, and it is. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like a budget constraint, but I think that it's like more economical to do it that way, just in general.
Yeah.
So it's one of those like, as we make it more normal, we're not gonna have these same problems. You're still gonna have,
I mean, true. Like I bet like
Missy and Billy fucking going up in the corner doing their thing. Like
I bet like when fucking nude beaches were first becoming like a huge thing, I'm sure there were problems, and now it's just like you go on there and everyone's naked and weird shit still happens, but it's normal.
Right. And so that's just one of those things. It's gonna be one of those like movements that's like, it's hard for like, you know, especially like our generation too. Like we're at the end of like that, like where like this is this and this is this and it's got to be separate in that way. Like we're still part of that, like, you know, that scenario. But as it, you know, progresses forward, it's going to be like, oh, it was never always like this. Why was it separated? Why?
Yeah.
So it's just different.
Because
And that's
guys
just
are
how it works.
gross.
You also know that girls are gross too.
In a different way, but yeah.
Pretty similar.
Not, yeah. Here's the thing, like, in that effect, like, guys, we're that way, like, all the time.
Well, what I have learned, just being generally, like, you know, friends with literally everybody and all this stuff, is that, like, we're a little more outgoingly, like, we'll say some shit and we'll do some shit, and, like, people just kind of know
But they're
it.
thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it's not,
Yeah.
like, any different.
We're just more out there about it.
Right, and that's because, like, you know, we grew up in that mode where we can be more open about it because nobody's gonna be like, that bitch is a fucking slut kind of situation. We don't have that problem. Dudes are fucking hoe bags all day. Always.
Oh, yeah. Always.
And it's just that term that we use, like, it's the bad connotation with it. It's like, no, like, I know plenty of dudes that, like, what would be, like, slut is them.
Yeah.
That's what that scenario. And it's like, we gotta stop making it derogatory towards one and make it derogatory towards all. And that's kind of where I'm going with that. Like, everybody, or, like, just, who cares? And, like, don't fucking worry about what other people are fucking doing.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. And
It'll be a while before that catches on.
Oh, it'll be, yeah.
It'll probably never catch on, honestly. It's a very hard...
Well, we have this problem.
Especially with, like, the whole, you know, social media thing. It's hard for people to not
Well, they get in their
care
own...
about what other people think.
Right. Well, we have this, like...
There's two type of content creators. I mean, there's more, but, like, just for the sake of conversation, there's ones that do their own fucking thing and don't really give a fuck who says what, and others who really give a shit about what other people think and do whatever it takes to make their audience happy.
Right.
And yeah, people who are like, I don't give a fuck if you like this or not. This is what we're doing. Eat a dick.
Right. Well, and that's just... I think that's generally people in general, and, you know, like... Forever growing up, like we were talking about earlier, about, like, you know, in our generation, like, if you played video games and you did, like, like, bright colors and shit like that, like, it was fucking weird in high school. And now it's, like, kind of, like, championed. And, like, a lot different on that. Is there some things that I don't like that are, like, you know, becoming more normal? Like, again, like, we party, but barely. Not for me. You know, like,
Yeah.
my generation's like, we party
We party.
too hard.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these hours already. Ready for it to go the fuck away. Oh, yeah. Hour 40? What time is it?
50.
This bowl's almost done. I'm gonna fucking bounce. I'm gonna drink one more beer. What we got here?
Some sort of saison?
Saison. $1.99 apparently.
Some sort of saison.
I don't know who brought this. He didn't buy single $1.99 beer.
Pretty sure he did. He walked in with the whole box, a couple of 12 packs, then had like the whole pick your thing.
Well, he brought in. It was.
Remember?
I don't think it was this one. Because
This one's old. I don't know where that one came from. This is the stuff Seth had.
yeah.
This is just Max line. This was part of what Eric brought.
Yeah.
Get off me, bug! Ooh, look at that mosquito hawk. Get him. Look at that thing, dude. These things are fucking crazy.
What is that?
It's a mosquito hawk. They kill mosquitoes.
Huh.
These things are crazy looking, dude. They have this, like, they have a little stinger on the back, but they only use it for, like, killing mosquitoes.
I mean, we were lucky last year. We didn't really have a lot of bugs.
Jucifer. Juicy Fire. Juicy Haze, Jucifer, and Experimental. Well, Jucifer is at 8%, so let's go with that. Chill.
Fucking A.
Fuck, man.
Ugh. See, I had the violent sneezes. I think I was with Kenny last week, and he sneezed, and it was like a little chew, and I was like,
Wow.
"What?" And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "You have like dainty sneezes, like not like being like mean or anything, like just dainty." And like when I sneeze, like
Mine's aggressive.
there's a possibility
And
I
there's-
hurt.
Yeah, mine hurt, and there's also a possibility that I'm spitting on something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I did the other day in the car. 'Cause usually I'll try to hold it in, which I know isn't great. But I'm a violent sneezer. It's loud. It's messy. So I'll try to hold it in. Because I don't want to... But, like, if I'm by myself, I'll let it out. I did it in the car the other day, and there's this loogie right in the fucking horn. It's like, that's disgusting.
Like when you get those ones where like the whole, like just all of it, and you're like even when you like cover your arm and then it's all like
I did that today.
it's a loogie.
I was in front of somebody, and I was sneezing like crazy because of my allergies.
Mhm.
So I did this into my shirt. I was like, oh, that's disgusting. And I'm sitting there in mid-conversation. Because I don't care. They thought, I could tell on their face they thought it was kind of weird. But we're sitting there, I grab some Kleenexes. I'm doing this.
Yeah, you're trying to clean it
On
out.
my shirt while we're having this conversation. I was like, don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Mind your own fucking business.
Just like
It's like my chest is full of spit. Okay? Chill out. It's weird for you. It's super weird for me.
yeah, it's like when you sneeze and it just fucking like just rolls out your face.
Yeah.
Especially like with my beard, and you're like cleaning it like out of the beard. You're like fuck. This
Same, dude. This
so
thing is fucking...
I trimmed a little bit before the dentist today. I figured it was worth it. She'd still fucking a couple times grabbed on like a couple fucking hairs, like in the floss scenario. I was like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
Yeah, but I had
This
to. 'Cause
has been-
I had that where if I close my mouth the right way, it's just like the hair is just is one unit at that point.
Yeah, like this is the best it's ever been, but it doesn't grow much longer than this. I keep it trimmed to pretty much this length, just keep it even looking, so it's about as long as it's getting right now. But I think once I figured out to shave this part, where it was like patchy and just pubic, it looks a lot better.
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
maintaining this part right here made a huge difference.
Right. You should probably run up like a little closer to the chin.
I thought about it. I almost did it.
Well, and it's it's as we age too, like we carry a lot of weight here too.
I almost did it today, but I was like, I already kind of had the line, and I was in a rush. I was like, whatever, I'll just follow the line. I'll mess with it later. But I was kind of looking at it, and yeah, it could go up a little bit.
Right, because it just has like that the chin scenario. You got like the dad chin.
Yeah, they could come up probably a good quarter to half inch, honestly.
Yeah, and it'd be a little bit better. It would also hide the roll a little bit more. I've learned.
See, I shaved mine right at the. That's how I.
At the secondary roll.
That's how I did it first. When I was trying to get a straight line, I just did this in the mirror and shaved where this fucking where this roll hit.
That's great. Yeah, so it's
Cause dude, whenever I do it in the mirror, I can't get a fucking straight line. I've even gotten to the point where I'll take Michaela's fucking like eyeliner. I don't know if you know this or not. But I'll take it and I'll draw a line to see like to get a little outline, and then I'll shave to the line. It'd be fine.
what I've learned, especially like since I have like a pretty like I mean my head's very fucking round, and I'm lucky that I don't have like a whole like lot of roll here, is that I'll use the chin.
But you've also got the length to cover it, so it really doesn't
Right.
matter as much. For me, you can still see my bone
Right, but
structure.
you can see like here, like I cut it up to here. On the
yeah,
bottom
so you're
of the
like
chin
right
bone.
under your jawline.
Right, and so, like but I have that like defined scenario, and yours doesn't really have that.
No.
Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the
So like I know that I'm lucky on that scenario. I still suck dick at cutting my own fucking facial hair. I'm bad at it.
It's different.
Well, especially like for
So I
3 years.
was even talking to Chris about it. So I was asking about like the straight razors. Like, are there any benefits to it? And like, is there a reason it's used outside of just being a cool nostalgic thing? Like, are there benefits
You
to
can
it?
get closer that way.
Right. He said, yeah, you get a couple extra days of just cleaner.
Because once I ran out of eyeliner and you used my brow pen, which was pretty noticeable, lol.
So but plus having him do it for like 3 years and me having to go back to doing it, brutal.
Yeah.
That first one that I cut like last year was not great. It was not good.
When you
I mean,
fucked it up and just had
yeah.
to trim your whole beard down.
And I thought it looked terrible, and they was like, "You look fine."
It didn't look that bad.
I know, but I like the.
Everyone's
beard
worse on
scenario.
themselves.
I also prefer the big just beard scenario, anyways.
Dude, if I could, I would. Absolutely. But this is probably what I'll be with for the rest of my life. Like, even my dad's beard, it never got big.
Yeah, I mean it's all genetic. I mean, you look at Eric. I mean, he looked good with a fucking beard.
He looked great with a fucking beard. Dipshit.
Like, even though it was like kind of patchy and kind of like what it was.
It's better than what he's got now.
Yeah, it
in
was
my
like.
opinion.
I mean, it also detracted away from his slight comb over scenario that he's got going on right now.
Yeah, dude, grow the beard out. Shave it. Just commit. Like, you'll be fine, bro.
I remember one time he was. I
And
think
guess
it was
what? If you don't like
I think
it, Eric,
it was the
it'll
first
grow
time
back.
that he had Chris cut his hair, and he's like, yeah, I want like the triangles in my head, like on the corner. I was like, no, you fucking no.
He went, what?
Like triangles, like because his hairline is so far back. He was like, I want the triangles, like. Yeah, I was like,
No.
no, but Chris is off. He's like, well, whatever he wants. I don't really give a shit. But it was. I was
No,
like,
that doesn't sound
no, you don't.
very good.
I've been trying to get Chris to actually just cut his hair the way it should be cut, much like he does with me, where I'm like, just do whatever. You made
This is your job. You know what will
Yeah.
look good with my hair and my head.
right,
You know what will look good.
and I'm glad that I found Chris because he crushes it every time.
Yeah, he does good.
And he's also a fucking awesome human being.
Well, it took me forever to realize. I used to comb my hair this way, which was kind of with it,
Right.
so it had no volume. It would lay super flat. And one day for fun, I just combed it this way. I was like, "Holy fuck, that looks 1,000 times better."
Right.
Because yeah, if I comb it this way, it's super flat. It's with the grain. But if I go against it, it just gives it that volume.
Yeah, and it kind of depends on your head shape and size and all that
How
kind
your
of
hair
stuff.
grows.
Yeah, and what the scenario is. And for me, I can have a part literally anywhere in my head because it's so goddamn round.
Right.
It's so round that literally I was combing my hair the other day, and sometimes you'll see me where I was I kind of did it today where it's just kind of back, and it works just because my head's round, so I don't need a part.
Mhm.
So I'm lucky in that, but I have this massive cowlick problem because my head's so round. Because the hair doesn't really grow one direction, right in this direction. It's either down, out, all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
And it's always a problem. I'm sure you've seen it where I fuck it up and I don't quite get the fucking the shit right. And especially it's in the back of my head, so I can't fucking see
Can't
it.
see it.
So it's one of those well, I guess we'll see what happens. Is it good? Is it bad?
I remember when I was
fucking
cutting my own hair, I eventually had Michaela doing it. I'd be sitting there, clippers in this hand, mirror in this hand, looking at the mirror, reflecting off, and trying to fucking do this shit. It just doesn't work.
I can't. I have incredible hand-eye coordination, and I cannot fucking do it.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
the double mirror situation, and then trying to figure that shit out.
right. Because you're going, the actual way, but then if you move your other hand the wrong way with the mirror holding on, then it's all fucking
Yeah.
I can't do it. So people that cut their own hair and do it well, fuck yeah, more power to you. But I'm not even going to try.
Looking
And I'm
back,
lucky my hair grows fucking fast.
looking back to the podcast, remember when I had I pretty much shaved the sides and just had this on top? That looked like shit. That looked bad. I thought it looked cool, but then I saw it in the mirror. I thought it looked cool, but then seeing myself on a screen, I was like, "That's not. You can't pull that one off, man."
You just don't have the head shape for it
No.
whatsoever.
I did.
That's just kind of it is what it is because another kid could do the same exact thing
Yeah.
and it would look fine.
Yep.
But it just your head
Just
shape
depends.
just didn't work. And I remember
Like, dude, I thought about it the other day. I'm kind of like weirdly excited to be bald one day.
so you don't have to do it at all.
But I know that my head shape, I wish I had a rounder head for it. And I kind of saw it in my uncle. He's got the same thing. His a little bit rounder than mine, but mine's
I
round.
vote red is SUS. Vote red as imposter.
I've got, like, the back is nice and round, but then up front it does this, like, cone thing. It, like, starts as, like, this ridge, like this peak,
What's up, Jack?
and then goes into this bulbous round thing. But he's got a little, his fills out a little bit more right here.
Yeah. I think
And
you
mine's
have
just like a fucking...
I think you have a pretty good head for a bald head scenario because you say you want it to be round. I will disagree on a round ass head because I haven't. I'm happy that I won't have the same problem.
You have a bulbous head.
I have a fucking basketball for a goddamn head.
That's the thing. So yours is, yeah, it's bulbous. So it's round in every single dimension. Like, I want it to be round this way. I don't care about this way. It's supposed to be longer this way, and I'm fine with that. But round this way. But I remember the last time I shaved my head, I was in high school. We did it for the swim team. And up front, it does like this fucking peak thing.
So I guess just like sleep against your headboard.
Just flatten it out.
start flattening out your own.
Just start
head.
doing like 5 minutes of headstands every day. Just to flatten it out a little bit.
I mean, over time it'll start to do, or just wear like a bowl or something, like a helmet.
That's too much.
So you just like when you do it, and then just kind of like slowly move your head into more round
Also,
space.
you've almost got the perfect. You should. It's if you're ever feeling silly with your hair, cut it like your fucking operator. Just have the bangs in front and bulb through the rest.
I don't think I could. It would be
Dude,
funny. But
Imagine Tour de Fat. We all go like dressed as our operators.
I don't think I don't think I could pull it off. For that,
He can't.
I don't think I, as a person, could not laugh at myself every day.
That's the whole point.
Well, I know, but like to the point of like detriment is what I'm saying.
I see. Yeah. You
Like-
just can't move on with life because you're constantly laughing at your own face.
Right? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's like a slight like.
It just starts becoming a problem. It's affecting my work. It's affecting everything. I can't.
What?
Sitting there like a Zoom meeting and all you're just staring at your bangs in the fucking camera.
There's no fucking way. I mean, I already don't get girls, so might as well fucking go for it, right?
Right. That might be the thing that someone's looking for.
I don't know if I want to be around.
Like,
a
holy
person
shit! I've always wanted to date a Warzone operator. Bam! All you need is a giant white moss yoke jacket.
Me in a mossy white oak jacket would be hilarious enough.
With the bangs. Only bangs.
I don't
Hello,
think I
Mel,
can do
maybe
it.
That is why you were a fast swimmer. Very aerodynamic.
Yeah, I split the fucking sea, dude. Just had this cone. It was like the front of a fucking cruise ship, just parts shit.
I mean, you have a pretty good body structure for swimming, anyways, just because you have the long ass arms and.
Yeah, not only tall, but like my arms almost touch my fucking knees.
Right. Well, that was like the big thing for like swimmers is like having like. I think it was like Michael Phelps is like fucking
I remember
+4 or 5.
I still
like,
remember
extra
when they
5
broke
inches
that
longer.
down. Like people never realized, and they had him stand in his suit just with his arms down to his side, and his fingertips were at his knees.
Yeah, easily.
He was tall, but he had a long torso, long arms, and normal legs.
Yeah.
Which I've got the same thing, but longer legs. Yeah, he was. It was a perfect
He's a
combination.
fucking gorilla. That's what.
You've got giant fucking paddles. Push yourself with these normal legs. You can get the RPMs up quicker than I could.
Well, obviously. I mean.
Fuck yourself.
I mean, he went to the Olympics and like, isn't he like the most gold medals of any person ever?
Yep.
And you.
That was his last year. He only did it because he wanted to be the most medaled. So I'm sure somebody will beat it.
Well, because he wanted to smoke weed, which is sad that we have to like stop being professional because he wants to smoke like.
Which doesn't make sense. weed is not a performance-enhancing
Right.
drug. If anything, it's going to fuck him up and make him swim slower.
Right.
He's going to get down the pool and stop and be like, dude, I'm fucking hungry as shit.
Right.
And be done. Like,
But that was like his main.
it's not steroids,
So,
it's
yeah.
not HGH, it's not any of this other shit. It's weed, bro. It doesn't enhance your performance at all.
No. And that's the thing is like, it's silly that like that's got to be like, you got to take our most decorated Olympian who probably had 5 more years in him.
No.
You don't think so?
Not in the Olympics.
Either way, professional scenario.
Olympics is tough, dude, because you've got fresh talent coming in every year.
I understand, but he probably still had a couple more years in the scenarios. When, like, there's
No,
still
because
something,
Ryan was already giving him a run for his
which is
money.
good.
He was already getting.
Right. But either way, he still fucking basically was like, I'm done.
He could have. He may not have medaled. He could
Right.
have still competed, been in the final heat, and like maybe top 3.
Right.
But
Which is still medaling.
Yeah, but he was specifically going for gold.
I know. But yeah, it's one of those things. But that's specifically the reason why he quit, was so he can go smoke weed.
Which shouldn't be a thing. Like,
No.
Why are you testing for weed? Test for steroids. Test for HGH. Test for
I
any
kinda
sort of
wanna-
performance-enhancing drugs.
I have this thing where I kind of want to see I want to see like some kind of sports thing where it's like,
You have to be on drugs.
yeah, where like you just let loose whatever.
Like, they're on the block. 10 seconds before you fucking hit that buzzer, they all take a hit. Let's see what happens.
I kind of want to see.
You
like,
might need a lifeguard.
I don't know about like if I do like a hard drug scenario, like steroids and all that shit. Like let it fucking rip and let's see what happens.
Just like a superhuman sports.
yeah,
league.
where like you just like anything goes.
Anything goes.
Yeah,
It's just like a whole fucking field full of Barry Bonds.
yeah.
Just home runs all day.
I kind of want to see it.
Like, how fun would it be if you're at a fucking game, baseball game, and the score is fucking 32-29, because they're just going fucking
Yeah, they're
nuts.
just hamming
Yeah,
every time.
it'd be a lot of fun to watch. Absolutely, just a bunch of superhuman fucking muscle heads, just fucking shit up.
Ugh.
That'd be great to watch.
I pulled a U-burp.
It's nice, right?
No.
Look, oh, dude, I can smell it. That's really bad. I caught a good whiff. I can taste whatever happened in your mouth. That's not a me. That's your own thing. I don't do that. Holy shit.
We usually sit closer too. Like you got the vomit going on because of my burp.
No, that was disgusting.
It's gross,
I
dude.
tasted whatever happened in your mouth.
It was not good.
Not a fan.
It was ugh.
God, what the fuck, dude?
Ugh.
Ugh. God. Stomach's all agitated now.
It wasn't that bad, but okay.
You didn't taste what I tasted.
Yes, I did.
It might have been worse on my end.
Is that whatever you were going
It's
on?
like kind of your farts are cool, but for other people, like everyone likes their own brand, right?
No, I typically don't like my own farts.
But you're more comfortable with it than others.
I'll agree with that.
So maybe not like it, but everyone's comfortable with their own brand. I had your brand in my mouth.
That's fair.
Not okay.
No, all right, that's
Please
fair.
keep your brand out of my mouth.
I just love it was so quick too. I was like, "Whoa!" I knew it was gross, but I didn't think it was that
It was-
gross.
What hit me over here was pretty aggressive.
Yeah, it was not great. That's for sure.
Even just thinking about it makes me sick. There you go.
Well, that's done. My beer's almost done. We're gonna pack up a couple things before we go to the bar. I'm excited to go to a bar twice in a week. That sounds great.
Burping just makes me want to throw up now. Thank you. I'm scared of what it's going to taste like. It's making me nauseous.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna cut it. We're at 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Put a couple things away. Now that I have another, some more hands here, it'll be quicker. What's up, Mr. When's Lunch?
When's lunch? FPS? I don't know. You tell me.
What are you guys doing?
We were just drinking, smoking some hookah. We're about to pack it up. Go hit a bar up. Go yell at some bartenders.
Yeah.
being that my favorite one no longer works there, which sucks. But
That does suck, dude. I guess
Oh,
what?
yeah, some ladies.
possibly
No,
for me,
no.
not for you.
Yeah, well, I got my lady.
Yeah, we're just gonna pack it up. We'll be back next week. What's next week? I don't think I have anything like special
What's your
planned next
best
week.
pickup line?
I don't do pickup lines, my guy.
Best pickup line. Wait, what's yours? Let me think, though. What's yours, though? Hold on. You got to think of one. This will be funny. We'll end on this. Think of a funny pickup line. I know you don't. I don't do pickup lines either, but there's some good ones out there.
I have this problem where I can't do like jokes on the spot. Where it's like, hey, tell me a joke.
The stuff that the comedy we do is very in the now comedy.
Right.
Like it's off the.
We're not joke writers. We're
It's
not.
off the cuff. Yeah, we don't write jokes. We're not scripters. It's just shit comes out of our
How
mouth.
do you talk you woman you like?
That's your.
No, I think that's what he is asking the question.
How do you talk, you woman you like?
How do you talk to a woman you like?
How do I talk to the woman I like?
Well, how do you talk to McKella? Maybe we should ask McKella how you talk to her.
Yeah. Babe, so when's lunch? Miss Mokatang in the chat, that's my wife. Babe, if you're still on, what's something along the pickup line-ish type of thing that I've said that you think is interesting or effective or anything, just funny, whatever it is.
Look at this serving size on like the thing.
I don't know, recently we're working on our business model for cybersnatch.com and digitaldick.com. Cybersmash. Working on that. That's a thing, apparently.
Apparently, we
If you buy a
should
domain.
just do like a fucking animated series.
Woman on the floor laughing. What's that?
What's what? Are you talking about like the websites I just mentioned? I'm assuming is what
They're
you're
all
talking
free
about?
domains right now.
Cybersnatch, yeah. So, cybersnatch.com. It's just a hookup site. Is all it would be. Like, you got cybersnatch.com for the men looking. You got digitaldick.com for the women looking. You got Cybersmash for the rest of the community. Like Tinder, but more puss.
Maybe a little more like nerdy too at the same time.
Definitely more nerdy.
more nerdy and more puss.
Like, yeah, if you went to like a...
We're coming up with a business plan for
If
that.
you went to like a Dungeons and Dragons like game event that happened to be hosted in a brothel, that's cybersnatch.com.
Things don't go together.
But
Maybe they should.
they should.
Why wouldn't they?
You ever been sitting
Actually,
there?
I know more girls that play D&D than I
Have you ever
guys.
just been sitting there playing D&D, fighting a boss, and like, you know what? You know what I could really use right now? Some Cybersnatch. Be a thing. Fuck, we could even make a fucking brick and mortar building. Cybersnatch. And that's what it is. It's speed dating while playing games like that.
In a bigger market, that would
The
work.
thing that makes me giggle every time is all the funny looks you give me and then you say you want to do me.
That's fantastic. All right.
The funny poses you're rolling on the floor laughing.
Like this. You want to do me? You want to do me? That's exactly what she's talking about.
Yeah, I've seen you do it to her.
Yeah. You want to do me? You get my weird fucking creepy eyes out. Like Mr. Potato Head. Take my normal ones off, put the creepy ones on. You want to do me?
All
Get into
right,
my
I
weird,
think
like, pep talk voice.
we're gonna end on that giggle fest right there because that was pretty silly. But we'll be back next week, roughly 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Maybe I'll invite some people over next week if I get off
That's
my
fine.
ass.
The key is if they show up or not.
It's true. I do have that problem. Laters.
Ha, 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 yes.